Mouthing the opportunities that you can call blessed, but the hell place. Only the lips dead mind, between the warp place, if a sign flicker begin embarrassing. And the match to find the fire beside the determination to deny yourself for the theme for the love for us. I only knew you could look forward and distracts that can reflect the ordinary roads and back and loving at the arms that wanted to cross the peaking ways that we have close anymore. Missed opportunities to find and let's build and let's hide the halfway no paying attention to find the universe and held you. For the fate that day, there's nothing to prove and lose, and the only nothing to pay for leaving behind. The last and now, the only childhood members to find the crowd. Unseen crowded now for the only sculpting puzzling pieces. Only looking to find yourself, have money for the energy and therapy that you can only find. Afford to pay only like no money left for me. I'm the dirty with the face from the press forward off. Creating redundant war, destroying gore, shedding skins like snakes. Shake it off like Shiva Street, eternally dancing in queens of glory, but only defining the kings and men's of souls with the redeeming of themselves. And after taking the crucifying yourself like 33 years of destiny to testify the destination of spirits and holy numbers and waiting in line with heavenly vibration and full in your view. One's hitting the height, myself at the greater angles of finding yourself out. Singles like you could be the only person to find some for a played on a violent tune. Find some melancholy with a man's broken heart. Members of the lonely hearts, ending to the bad times and loud. Introduce yourself, but getting it wiser and wider. Smiles from opening your fall, deaf ears for cheers towards the children for deserving full attention of one. Many times they're acting out of the closing yourself with the traits and the bones and the ache and the pains and the sake for the people that they adore to worship the sun. Dancing for millions of some poems. Music replaced smiles I used to wear. Now the insecurity knowing you love. Gravity to turn on the corners of my mouth. Closed lips kiss each other, but memory of you may be gone from me like you said you would never fly together forever. Dance instead of cry, and I put faith in the great unknown. Brought me to you and I miss you, something terrible like eating my painful heart to get used to sleeping alone with the open window frame, which open door, my heart still wounded, still bandaged, dances every time apart. And can't find the oxymorons, the lovers who read divine loves, and eyes to have those whose paths were crossed. The terror shared with the several days of representation of its saltiness that you could share with the dread of the resurrection, the sign that came with the story's bliss. Please be God, be the Trinity, the song, or the origins and the representation of the strong pillars of the communities, which only process and paid for, like we deserve, and our love is less than tears that we can bring together with unity and embracing different wrongs, and against the brother we're no longer. We're strong, we're honest, and lying together to self-define ourselves with civil wars and give us love, peace, and peace to step out together with the finding meaning and prepare for the prayer with the disparity and only thirsty people for the saving and love and good deeds and only. out on the opportunities that you can call bliss. With the hell place, under the lips dead mind, but between the warp place, if a sign flicker became embarrassing. And a match to find the fire beside the determination to deny yourself the steam for the love of us. Only know you can feel the void and distractions that can be plucked but ordinary roads and back and looking at the arms that across the peaking ways that we have close anyone this opportunity. Fine, let's build and let's have a halfway. No intention to find the universe and held you for the fate that day. There's nothing to prove and lose, and only there's nothing to pay for forever than leaving your behind. The last and now, the only the childhood memories to define the crowd. Unseen crowding now for the other sculpting puzzling pieces. Only looking to find yourself have money for the energy and therapy that you can only find. To afford to pay only like no one left for me. I'm the dirty with the face from the press forward. Forward off, creating nothing more than destroying gore, shedding skins like snakes, shake it off like Shiva's eternally dancing in queens of glory, with only defining the kings and men's and souls, with the redeeming of themselves, and after taking the crucifying yourself like 33 years of destiny to testify, the destination of spirits and holy numbers and waiting in line, with heavenly vibration and full in your view, once hitting the eyes. Myself for the greater angles of defining yourself out. Singles like you could be the only person to find some foreplay played on a violent tune. Finds another county with a banished broken heart. Members of the lonely hearts, ending to the bad times and loud to introduce yourself, beginning get wiser and wider. Smiles from opening your fall deaf ears for cheers towards your children for deserving the full attention of one. Many times I acting not a loser to closing yourself into traits and the bones and ache and the pains and the sake for the people that adore and worship the sun. Dancing for millions of some poems, and for everyone to be strong. Standing next to you feels like the far light 8 minutes of the before dawn. Emptiness you left behind, bad senses to stop watch your overmodally molding your minds. Your mundane finding this fits for the magically finding your muscles through the memory of heart. You can find the cold start to fire, yo, don't permanently find the summer child. This is watching me fall into the new shoes and fitting into perspective and old coats that you can take off. Finding yourself cold and condemned, fine, take it off like courage into the murky waters. And this is the shared experience into the days of reaching out. No one can find the cold bliss without you anymore. Together, same umbrella, sailing for storms, calls, whether anonymous or no shelter needed for the uncaught and run free with me. We could be one love, but heart face too many commercials and acting off for the activities and emotions and thought it could be on beat. Thought it could be on with the rhythm. Your heart rises up to the orange, mellow, yellow. Heart green beans, not my favorite taste, but away. Rain for the eyes and visualize smiles like topical questions. I mean, in the nostrils, flail, the colors of seas and seen between the veins and where we stand. It's dark again. Don't speak the words you can create, being the writer, the myth, and the artist, and find the remaining vein of life and fire, dues and life and love exist as you can find your surrounding space. We can take it for granted for long, that wishing only that we can sing the song that love it perfectly. Dancing feet for the beating of the drum, patching up your heart, ground to find your situation, saturated for the deep takes of somebody shift too deep. They tuned off and turned outside for the city to walk again like beggars in the street. Treatment to find yourself, the audacity to have amnesty, seen between the treatment and missing yourself. Like that isn't you. You could dare repeat the matters in the presence of your presence, existing for your consideration and alterations of your mind. Sets, you know, better. Fill yourself with love, all is one. Seek. How could you miss out on the opportunities that you could call bliss in the hell place? Only the lips dead mind, but between the warp place, if a sign flicker.
How could you miss out on the opportunities that you could call bliss with the hell place? Under the lips dead mind, but between the warp place, if a sign flicker began embarrassing. And the match to find the fire beside the determination to deny yourself the steam the love for us. Only when you can feel the void and distractions that can be plucked before me.
How could you miss out on the opportunities that you could call bliss with the hell place? Under the lips dead mind, but between the warp place, if a sign flicker began embarrassing. And the match to find the fire beside the determination to deny yourself the steam for the love for us. Only when you can feel the void and distractions that can be plucked before me. Roads and back and looking at the arms that only to cross the peaking ways that we have close anymore missed opportunities seem fine. Let's build and let's have a halfway. No intention to find the universe and held you for the fate that day. There's nothing to prove and lose, and only there's nothing to pay for forever than leaving your behind. The last and now, the only childhood memories to define the crowd. Unseen crowding now for the public sculpting puzzling pieces. Only looking to find yourself have money for the energy and therapy that you can only find. To afford to pay only like no one left for me. I'm the dirty with the face from the press forward off, creating nothing more than destroying gore, shedding skins like snakes, shake it off like Shiva's eternally dancing in queens of glory, with only defining the kings and men's and souls, with the redeeming of themselves, and after taking the crucifying yourself like 33 years of destiny to testify, the destination of spirits and holy numbers and waiting in line, with heavenly vibration and full in your view, once hitting the eyes. Myself for the greater angles of defining yourself out. Singles like you could be the only person to find some foreplay played on a violent tune. Defines the melancholy with a banished broken heart. Members of the lonely hearts, ending to the bad times and loud for to introduce yourself, but getting it wiser and wider. Smiles from opening your fall deaf ears for cheers towards the children for deserving the full attention of one. Many times acting not a loser to closing yourself into traits and the bones and ache and the pains and the sake for the people that adore to worship the sun. Dancing for millions of some poems, and for everyone to be strong. Standing next to you feels like the far light 8 minutes of the foregone emptiness you left behind. Bad decisions to stop watch your over molding your minds. You mundane finding misfits for the magically finding your muscles through the memory of heart. You could find a cold start to find your don't permanently find the summer child. This is watching me fall into the new shoes and fitting into perspective and old coats that you can take off. Finding yourself cold and condemned. Fine, take it off like courage into the murky waters. And this is the shared experience into the days of reaching out. No one can find the cold bliss except you anymore. Together, same umbrella, sailing for storms, calls, whether anonymous or no shelter needed for the uncaught and run free with me. We could be one love, but heart faced too many commercials and acting off for the activities and motions and thought it could be on beat. Thought it could be on for the rhythm. Your heart rises up to the orange, mellow, yellow, heart green beams. Not my favorite taste, but away. Frame for the eyes and visualize smiles like barbecue questions. I mean, in the nostrils, flail, the colors of seas and seen between the veins and where we stand. It's dark again. Don't speak the words.